I've been sloppy when it comes to hiding this shit with Ven, but I don't know how much I need to keep a secret. I mean, it's not... This isn't bad. This isn't wrong. I'm doing this to help Wolf. I don't need to... I just don't know how much Wolf wants people to know about it. I'm not... That's all this is. It's not that I'm doing anything wrong. I'm just... I don't know. I just... want help. Maybe I can ask for help. I don't know. Not Ray. I can't go to Ray, but maybe if I need to learn more about wolves, the person who can talk to animals might be a good start. I guess I don't know how willing Jamie might be to help with something like this, but it's a start. It's, I don't know, interesting knowing that just no one is moving back into that house, I guess. That would have been a bad idea. I know what I'm doing. I don't really know where Jamie might be. Maybe with Josh, the camel? And there they are. Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
Sorry, I was, just looking for you. I wasn't sure where to find you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm, good. It's been a weird little while, I guess. Things haven't been
Yeah.
as, chill as they were last time when we made the enclosure for Josh. How is, he
Yeah.
doing, by the way?
He's doing pretty great. Apparently, he's quite of a escape artist. He wants to wander around a little bit. So I've been trying to take him on walks more often.
That's fair. I mean,
But
hey, he's got those long legs and he's a little cramped in there.
he does. He wants to move around. I
Yeah.
don't blame him for that.
I mean, I guess I wanted to talk about some stuff, but how are you doing after town hall and everything?
I'm fine. I mean, I didn't even. I don't know. There's a lot happening, but none of it's directly affecting me. So yeah, I'm doing fine.
Yeah. I guess this is gonna sound kind of weird. What do you know about wolves?
What do I know about wolves, just
Yeah,
in general.
yeah, I guess in general. I mean, they're kind of new to me, I guess. I only
Oh,
really. Oh.
sorry.
I only really learned about them this reset, so I
Fair
was
enough.
just
I mean,
curious.
okay. Well, I mean, they're they're pretty cool. They're pack animals. I don't know. I mean, like the ones I've talked to tell me a lot about like what it's like to kind of be a pack animal, but also like a predator. You know what I mean? Because
Mm.
they're built to attack, to fight for themselves. Uh, it's kind of a, I mean, bit of a direct on the nose metaphor, but a dog eat dog world. Well, they're pack animals. They hunt in the wild. They're a lot of my friends who are wolves, excluding the human-ish one that we know, um, tell me about how it's like difficult to have to fend for yourself all of the time. But, they're also not very often, they're usually the strongest predator around. Like, normally there's not too many threats on them.
Mm.
And I mean, when I was making them, I didn't want to make them too scary because I didn't want them to be a threat to everything around them. But I had to give them enough tools to be able to. I am whoa. Um I mean when Delta was making them,
Yeah,
he sorry.
yeah. No,
Sorry.
it's okay. Yeah, sorry.
um
What were you saying? When Delta was making them?
when Delta was making them, it was because there was kind of like almost nothing to keep the don't listen, Ernie. Don't listen to this part. There was almost like too much of a population of like sheep and pigs and things. So the wolf population kind of balances it out, keeps it all in balance, you know?
Mm-hmm. So they're designed to be predators, essentially.
Yeah, but obviously, like people figured out how to domesticate them over time. So that's
Yeah.
not like that can't be not I don't want to say trained out of them, but like they can use those traits for positive outlets, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like instead of
Good sir.
hunting to survive,
He's just slowly pushing me out
they
of the thing. Sorry. A lot of animals don't love me. It's probably like a fish smell thing. Yeah.
that's that's fair, I guess.
Mm.
I don't remember what I was saying. Well, like it's not like instincts are powerful, but it's not like they're a sentence, like a death sentence or anything. Like obviously, they've learned how to use those attributes for other things, like protecting human family, not just wolves, or you know,
Yeah.
using using those traits for other jobs.
Mm. You. Sorry, you don't have to answer this if it's getting too personal. You mentioned the like person we know, Wolf. Do you know
Yeah.
how they like why they are a
Um,
wolf?
Not in any detail. I just know they that they were cursed to be a wolf for a while,
Hmm.
and then um I think it was when they heard the name of a god, they turned back into a human,
Hmm.
and then Ray brought him back here.
I guess
But I don't know. I don't really know why. I guess that doesn't.
Yeah, I guess I was just you're talking about Delta Vera things. It kind of, I don't know. Seems like their domain, the whole animals.
It kind of does. I don't know in any detail.
But
I wish I did.
Yeah, it'd be nice to know, but I don't know how much of Delta's research have you come across? Because you mentioned the soul, Delta's soul, and being a vessel and things, but
well, I don't have too much. I think we found a couple of kind of, I don't know where they all are. You know what I wish? I wish you could hover over books.
That would be
and see
real
which
nice.
Books they are. I have lots of project logs from when they were working on the sniffer. I have 3 of them. And a couple for the dragon. Oof. Oh my gosh. I'm beginning to take after Ray a little bit in how unorganized.
Fair enough.
My books are.
I need to get one of those boxes. They seem really useful. But
yeah. Mostly for carrying snacks.
Yeah.
I also have some books in here. No, yeah, I think there was one. Can't remember which one it was. Yeah, there was one. This one has some Telkin in the back of it.
That's interesting. I mean, yeah, we definitely found some of Delta's project logs. That's kind of why I was asking. They I'm not entirely sure how we got them, but we had some during Project Argus and Chimera specifically. They were, they're crude attempts, but we kind of modeled some of our experiments after them.
That's cool, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
It's fun that these same books have been around for so long.
Yeah,
they could have affected so many things. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah. Sorry, do you mind if I take a look at that book again? Sorry, I know I just gave it back to you, but
yeah. Oh, I forgot which one it was. Is this one? Yeah.
Just some of the notes look familiar. So this was for the sniffer, you said?
Yeah.
That's Solaris, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, Delta didn't get to finish it, but I tried my best.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think you've got some better craftsmanship than Delta. Just to throw that out there.
I guess thank you, but what do you mean by that?
I don't know. Reading some of Delta's logs, the animals were not lazy. That sounds mean, but I don't know. Simple. I mean, just look at most mammals have the same shape variety. A sheared sheep and a pig are more or less the same animal. A cow's just slightly bigger. They're, they do their job. They're just a little.
I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it.
Yes, there's a lot of potential in being able to create life and change forms, and I don't know. maybe Delta could have done some more, you know?
Yeah, sure. I I don't know. I think the ecosystems are very delicate, and what we have works. So, like, if the pig was taller, you wouldn't be able to sniff the ground as easily. Everything works out.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if
suppose.
you really have the right to criticize.
I guess maybe not. Hmm. I don't know. I mean, the things we made didn't go perfectly, but they're ambitious, at least, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and that turned out so well for you, didn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. But, you know, I guess, from what I hear, Delta's attempts at making weapons also didn't go great for them, so.
Yeah, that's. I guess I can't argue with you there, but you know, at least the dragon helped end the war.
Yeah, well, I guess it did. It kind of feels like the war is still ongoing in a way. Every time, you know,
Yeah.
the argument we overheard.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Mm, but, you know.
Well, I can hear the sniffer from in here. um well, as fun as this conversation has been, I mean, I guess well, why did you come out here to ask me about wolves?
Just, nothing, just work, curious. I've been working on a project, and I just happened to come across a lot of wolves.
A project?
Just something to keep me occupied. Just, yeah, nothing. More of a hobby
Okay.
than a project, you know? Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm listen, being mistrustful has not brought me great things, especially in the last reset. But so I'm going forward, I've been trying really hard to trust more openly. But you're not giving me a whole lot of reasons to trust you. And I want to
That's,
be wrong, but I don't know. I guess all I'm saying is just be careful.
yeah, I,
Like, for instance, the comment about Ari at town hall, just don't
yeah,
don't say things like that
that maybe
anymore,
wasn't
please.
my wisest moment to bring something like that up, but I appreciate Lodestar Grove a lot, and it being a place that people feel safe, and I guess I was just concerned about introducing more danger than is necessary, and I picked a bad way to go about saying that.
Yeah, I definitely did. I mean, but one of the things about Lodestar Grove that makes it so great is that we're all, I mean, basically just one big family, and I don't, we've fought dragons to get back Athena way long ago, and we would do that again. We would do it for you.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm.
I
I'd like to say that I'd do the same to try and find Arsana, and I know we're all working on it. You know, I've added to the maps while I've been traveling. It was just a poor choice of words, I think.
okay.
And I appreciate your trust in me, and I wouldn't want to betray that. Not again.
Thank you. Is there anything else I can help you with?
You said with taming wolves, it was a long process of a time. Do you know of any way that could be sped up, or? I don't know.
I don't know for sure. I don't know. I mean, I guess to kind of simplify it, like wolves, they talk. They're kind of a group, and they had learned for a long time that humans were dangerous for them, and it took a long time to kind of break down those stereotypes and for them to be more accepting. And that's not something that you can just do overnight.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah.
I thank you, James. This has been really helpful, actually.
No problem.
I don't know. Have you been working on any other animals at all that you've been, based on the logs and Delta?
Not at the moment. I mean, I've been throwing around some ideas, but the scar from last time kind of makes me a little nervous. So,
yeah,
I'm towing the line at the moment.
Makes sense, yeah.
But I mean, I guess if you have any ideas, let me know.
Not.
See what I can do.
Not at the moment, at least. I think my ideas for creating new things are probably best left in the past.
That's fair.
Yeah. I guess with the scar and everything, you've been kind of left in a kind of shitty situation by Delta. Just all that power and no real way to use it.
I mean, yeah, but it's not like he did it on purpose or anything.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I just have some complicated feelings on the gods. It's hard to not assume ill intent, but
I understand that. I am still working to figure out my feelings on the gods. But yeah.
Can I ask while I'm here, I guess between us, what are your thoughts on Fable? I know everyone desperately wanted to get him back and thought that he was gonna fix everything, but do you think that he will?
I don't know for sure. I really want to trust him. He's been kind to me. He's answered my questions. He's worked to be nice, to do nice things for me all the times that I've interacted with him. But I can't escape the gut feeling I have there that I should be afraid of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
He's, his war is the reason the Telkin died. The fact we were going to join his side is why Lenarius wiped us out. So, I don't know. Seeing him just be a happy, protective father is
that
jarring.
Can't be easy. I'm sorry.
It's your fault. You're just as wrapped up in all of this god bullshit as the rest of us.
True. But also, I don't. People have told me this, and I'm trying to keep it in mind. I guess, just remember, people are different in war than they would be otherwise. I'm sure you understand that. Like, and I guess there's
Yeah.
no reason why people can't change going forward.
Yeah, people can change. Exactly.
I guess.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's jarring seeing someone with that much power just kind of being here, I guess.
Very true. I don't know. It's weird. Like, especially like at the town hall meeting, just looking around, seeing all of my friends, and then just remembering that he's Fable. He like created all of this, and he's just sitting in town hall with us.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
It's a little off-putting.
Yeah. You can see that.
I guess it's also probably a little easier to adjust to gods being around if you are part god yourself, in a way.
I mean, not necessarily. I don't know. I might be oversharing a little bit, but like the whole Delta situation is still extremely new to me. Like, I don't know, my memories only go back as far as what, 2 resets ago? I didn't even know that gods existed at that point.
That's
I don't
fair. But
it's like if you do something like really late at night and don't remember it in the morning, except for it's an entire lifetime that I don't remember. Which, from what I've heard, is definitely something you can relate to.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's not pleasant, but
yeah.
I mean, you remember creating wolves now, at least it seems.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, I don't know. They're kind of my memories, kind of not.
Yeah.
I remember them like they're mine, but they feel like someone else's.
It's I definitely get that. I guess that's kind of how I feel about a lot of my memories. They are mine. They should be mine, but it feels like there's too many of them for the time I remember living. I guess it all just blurs together.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that.
Well, thank you for answering my questions about that. I was just kind of, like I said, I was curious. Yeah.
That's fair.
I'll see you around, Jamie.
All right.
Unless there was anything.
No.
Yeah, I'll see you around.
Have a good one.
You too. Interesting. I don't think I like the fact that Jamie is a god. I don't like the fact that the gods are just around acting like nothing is wrong, and maybe it's unfair to blame them for that when they're not Delta, but they are, in some way, to some extent. Delta Vera is just allowed to create weapons, and I guess I am too, but everyone's so fine with Delta Vera being around, and yet I'm the problem. I'm evil and have done immoral things trying to create new life, but Delta just gets to be a bear, and maybe I'm just tired and stressed. I shouldn't be taking it out on Jamie. They're just a kid. They're not the issue here. The issue here is that there are so many gods, and none of them want to help. And I guess if the gods aren't going to do it, then I need to. I need more equipment than what I have. Maybe I can get some supplies from the med bay. I mean, it's not like I'm stealing them. It's not like I'm stealing supplies. I'm using the medical supplies for medical reasons. I'm using it to help Wolf. That's what it's there for, right? I don't know. I hate flying. God, I hate flying. Okay. Is anyone around, or... I don't... I mean, there's no one here. Oh, I should not read that. No. Notes. No. No, I don't think so. None of these are private collection. There's no one needs to know. Oh. There's another temple there that I haven't seen before. Totem of Undying. Replant samples. Interesting. Enchanting room. I'm gonna get caught. Fuck. Still flying, another one. Instructions on creating nitro. Interesting. Is that? Interesting. Turtle eggs, ones. Don't you fucking snitch on me. I will rip every strand of cotton off of you, piece by piece. You hear me, Timothy? Yeah. Yeah. Jamie's not going to notice if they're gone. Jamie's not going to notice that we're gone. The world and the wolf. Interesting. Mm-hmm. What is this? That's not right. Embroidery hoops? I don't think there's anything in here. This is not the labs anymore. Shit. Shit. Okay, medbay. We can see what's in the medbay. Healing. Injections. These are definitely the kind of things I need.
Oh, yeah, he is here.
Ulysses? Hi. Hello, Athena.
Hi.
Hi.
I wanted to ask you some questions if you're not busy.
Yeah, I'm not busy. Sure. What's up?
Okay, perfect. Well, I have some, see, I don't know if you know this, but like a year ago-ish, I got poked with this arrow that was wither, right? And it caused me to, have a sick about it, right? And I almost died, but then I didn't, because I got cured by Illyrion. But that's besides the point. I just was wondering if you had any insight on the disease, because I'm trying to wrap up my notes on the sickness itself and move on to the curse.
I see. Sorry, sorry, I'm a little distracted. So you were poked by something, and then
an arrow. Yeah, I left it on the table, and then I walked into it. So, yeah. Lab safety is important.
Yeah, lab safety is important. I would agree. So, you mean like needle sick, like?
What do you mean?
Well, it's like when.
Here, wait. Let me take off the bandage. I can show you.
Oh, yeah. You can.
Where it
I guess sit down on one of the beds or on the, maybe not the operating table, but there's a chair, or something if you'd like.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So that's. Well, there's a thing called needle sick, which is if a needle has been used, it can carry bacteria and pathogens, and if you poke yourself on that needle, you can become infected with those pathogens. It's a type of bloodborne illness, typically.
What's bloodborne?
Well, a sickness in the blood, I suppose. When bacteria or pathogens can enter the bloodstream, it causes a sickness, I suppose. If the right disease enters into the bloodstream, it travels throughout the whole body. It damages cells, bone marrow. It can theoretically eat away at a person, cause bone issues or skin decay, possibly like that scarring. So you poked yourself on an arrow and
Yeah.
the withering started.
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting. And how exactly did you go about healing it, I suppose?
Oh, so Illyrion grabbed a nether star, right? And then planted it, and then it grew into a flower, and then we put that flower in a potion and I drank it.
Okay. I see. Yeah, okay. That makes sense to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if it's the withering is a
See,
god
nether stars are like
thing.
blessings of like love and safety by soul. So I guess it makes sense that if you brewed it into a potion, it would cure ailments. But I
Yeah,
couldn't plant
I
it. Only Illyrion
suppose.
could.
I guess if the wither sickness started as something from the gods, it makes sense that they're the only ones who can really cure it.
Yeah, Linarius made it, I think.
Yeah, he has a habit of making things like that. But so did you have? Is that what happened to your leg? The sickness
Yeah.
ate away.
Mhm.
I see. Interesting.
So wait, so you're saying the skin discoloration? What? So that didn't show me how far along it had progressed. It was just happening also.
Most likely. I mean, if the pathogens had entered your bloodstream already, it would have been circulating through your system for a long time before your skin started to show effects. Probably would have experienced weakness in certain areas, especially around the infected site, but throughout most of the body, fatigue.
Yeah, I
sickness.
can't walk on this leg by itself anymore. I have to use my crutch.
If that was the kind of localized point of the infection, it would have made it easier for it to reach bone marrow, and the blood circulated through it. It could have eaten away at the limb stability, essentially. The scarring on the skin, the actual withering itself, is probably more of a later side effect, just a slow decay of the skin as the blood that gets to it is less healthy. Especially if it was already a wound from a cut or a prick from an arrow, the wound wouldn't have been able to heal as quickly, and so blood wouldn't have made it there, and it likely just would have spread. But I wouldn't say it was an indication of where it was or how badly it spread.
Oh, so then I was just kind of lucky.
I would say you're incredibly lucky.
I really thought that if it, spread to my heart, I was gonna die. But I guess that it just kind of means how much of it was eating away at my blood.
Yeah, it was probably already circulating through your heart to some extent. It's more.
Oh. Well, see, because that's how Haley died. You see, 2 resets ago, Haley died. Then she came back to life. But you know about that part. So, or maybe you don't. Do you know about that part?
I did not. Well, I feel like I kind of did. Ray said that she came back to life because
she walked out of purgatory.
When we first met, we kind of talked about people coming back after dying in other resets, and that's a special case because everyone here seems to be a special case in some regard. But
yeah, we're kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's this thing that happened with Haley. She was also shot with a wither arrow. But it hit her directly in the heart, and so she died pretty quickly.
I see.
And she had some wither scarring as well.
I suppose that makes sense if the arrow pierced the heart or was even closer to the heart. If the withering is stopping the wound itself from healing and causing the infectious spreading, black scarring, it would have prevented a healing near the heart and died quicker.
This disease is like really scary now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it definitely sounds that way.
I'm glad I use gear now when I mess around with the wither roses. I mean, I do this thing where I take a wither rose, right, and I crush it up. I crush up the petals and stuff, and then I make it into this paste, and then you can coat the paste onto stuff like weapons and whatnot. And that's what I did just to like see if I could do it. I guess that's kind of my thing, you know, curiosity.
Yeah.
But it's you know, I wanted to see if I could do it, and I could, and then it hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can imagine it hurt. Can I see that paste?
Yeah,
if
sure.
It's safe to handle.
I imagine that it'd be pretty interesting to study for you.
Yeah, definitely. If it's, I mean, the source of carrying.
It's a renewable resource for me, so you can keep it.
Oh, thank you. If it's a source of the disease, it would be fascinating to study and see how it carries that. Have you tried
right? That's what I was doing.
I
was basically using myself as a human subject, to figure out like how it progressed and stuff like that.
I mean, I wouldn't consider that an ideal way to study it, but I suppose it works.
Well, no, but I mean the circumstances presented themselves, so I figured I would take advantage of it.
Yeah,
I figured if I was gonna die,
sense.
I might as well learn something.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Sorry, this is just interesting. I've heard of infections like the wither before, but I haven't really studied it at all.
It's actually where wither skeletons come from. So they were originally like soldiers that were fighting in the war, and when they were pierced with wither weapons, they decayed all the way down to bones. So that's probably what the final stage would have looked like for me.
Yeah, I can imagine it probably would have looked like that. Yeah, Linares really likes corrupting soldiers and using their bones.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fond of, you know, like some of his creatures, like the zombie piglins, like they're lovely and I love to talk to them. And my piglins are great, but I think that I understand that war makes people do different things, but creating something so dangerous was irresponsible, I think.
Sometimes creating dangerous things is necessary, but...
Well, yeah, I know that, and I do it too. I mean, I made the wither arrow, but I think it's one thing when you're a scientist and you create something dangerous and you study it for the purpose of learning something. He created it to hurt people. That's different.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's much different.
Like Ray puts himself in danger sometimes. I'm not very happy about it, but I understand why he does it. It's to understand things. And I work around dangerous materials, not because I think it's a good idea, but because it helps me learn more. And I think that doing sometimes dangerous things for the sake of learning stuff is really helpful. And it can help people, even after we're gone, to understand the world around them better.
Yeah, I agree. I just think perhaps some of the methods Linares used weren't the best, but like you said, war is
like I said, he didn't do it for science. Yeah.
But I mean,
he didn't do it to help people. He did it to hurt people.
Exactly.
From what I've heard about Telkin experiments, you guys were genuinely trying to protect yourselves.
We were trying to, at least. It's complicated.
Again, that makes more sense than just making stuff that can just kill people just because it can kill people.
Yeah, Exactly, and I've been told that Linares is changed and that he's around even, and I would.
Yeah, I mean, I talk to him sometimes.
Mm-hmm. But
and he watches over the zombie piglins and stuff. But I mean, I like to learn things from him, but I don't entirely. I don't know. There's still some things that don't make sense, and I like to have all of information before I can make a decision on stuff.
That's a smart way to go about things, I would say.
Thank you.
But I don't know. I wouldn't entirely trust him if I were you. I mean, he did.
Oh?
He did switch sides before and hurt a lot of people.
True. And even though he switched sides to my family, it's still switching sides.
Yeah. But I don't know. The Telkin experiments, like you said, I'm trying to help people. Right? We were trying to help people, and that's yeah.
Ulysses, can I ask you something? What are your
sure.
thoughts on Fable? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Just
no, it's fine. I actually I asked Jamie about this earlier today. I don't know how to feel about Fable. I mean, his war is the reason that the Telkin are gone. His war is the reason that Linares created the Drowned, and he has so much power that he could use to fix things, and he hasn't.
Yeah.
And he just...
No, that's something I noticed too. Sorry, carry on.
No, sorry, you go. Sorry.
Okay, well, during the town hall meeting, he said that he can create armor when we need it. And I just have to wonder, we were in a raid, why didn't he distribute armor? He's a god, he can't die, he can't get hurt. Why wouldn't he just give us armor and weapons so we could defend ourselves? That doesn't make any sense. He was only caring about Icarus, and I get that, I get that you care about your family, but I feel like when you can do good, you should.
Yeah.
And I don't trust Fable very much, and I don't really have a lot of logical backing for that, besides I have this weird feeling that he's not safe. And I mean, I do have some logical backing. He is the reason that most of the Nether is dead, and that's my home. Yeah. He's the reason that I didn't get to grow up with my parents. I'm in the overworld because of him.
I guess we're both in a similar spot with that. I'm sorry about
You destroyed our homes.
Parents. Yeah.
Thank you. And I'm sorry about your home.
It's alright. You know, sometimes the more I learn about it, the more I wonder if maybe it's a good thing that a lot of the Telkin didn't make it out. But I guess to answer your question as bluntly as possible, I don't think I trust Fable. I don't think someone who apparently has the power to fix everyone's problems and just doesn't is someone I want to
he said he was gonna fix everything, and
I mean,
he hasn't.
Risked the world to get him out of that portal. And
I mean, he's the god of creation. Couldn't he just find our Asana that quickly? I don't know. I feel like he could probably be doing more.
Yeah. Can I ask, this is a little off topic. You mentioned that you had safety equipment to work on the paste. What kind of equipment do you have?
Oh, so I made it myself. I used, on the inside, it's lined with rabbit hide, then a layer of wool to keep me warm because, nether creatures don't do great with cold, and then a layer of regular leather on the outside. and I found that that was pretty good at keeping out arrows as long as they weren't fired very fast, but it helps with safety for that. I would say if you're going to like look at the wither paste properly, I would use a mask and gloves because I do think that if you breathe it in too much, it can cause you to be sick, and I reckon it's not good for your skin. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll keep that in mind before I look too much into it. You wouldn't happen to. There wouldn't happen to be any like lab coats or anything around, would there?
Maybe.
I just
Ray probably has some lying around here.
Possibly. I don't know. I just I don't know. I guess
I don't know.
I don't know. I just wouldn't
You working on something?
Just something small, just a small project. Just to kind of keep me occupied.
It's a secret so far. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You don't have to tell me if you're not ready to share it with anybody yet.
Yeah, I guess.
If it's still in the hypothesis stage, it's understandable if you don't want to, tell people about your project.
Yeah, it's very much in the hypothesis stage. I guess it's a bit of a secret project. Yeah.
Okay.
But
but yeah, somewhere around here there should be lab coats. Ray might have some. You could ask him. He probably has some spares. He's always got one for me and Jamie, so.
Yeah, maybe I'll swing by his place and ask him at some point. I just, if I'm going to be working with the paste and having a look at it, I'd prefer not to get any on my clothes. I don't have a lot of them.
Yeah, no,
to be
that
honest,
makes sense.
I kind of just have the same handful
well,
of clothes.
If you ever need new clothes, I'm pretty good at making them, so, let me know if you do. But I understand attachment to clothing as well. So if you want to keep those, that's totally fair. But if you'd like more clothes, I can make some for you.
Maybe I'll come by at some point and ask you about that. That'd be nice.
Okay.
I think.
Perfect.
Yeah. Was there anything else I noticed in one of the cupboards there was the healing injections.
Oh, yes, the syringes. We had to use those. Regular potions didn't work very effectively. They would take really long to work, and the syringes were fast-acting painkillers.
Yeah, I can imagine, especially the healing injections as opposed to regeneration. It would have just helped numb the pain of...
Yeah, the regeneration kind of, helped slow the progress of the skin decay, at least, and the healing potions blocked the pain.
That's... yeah, how it works most of the time. Interesting. I remember Ray saying that you had all worked to, I suppose, re-engineer Telkin healing injections. I wasn't sure what you'd use them for.
Yeah, your guys' supplies was really helpful in helping me.
Yeah.
The syringes and stuff, and petri dishes and all that kind of stuff. It was really helpful.
Yeah, they're really useful for that kind of delicate spot management of infections and diseases and things like that. Yeah. I guess it's good to know what Ray was using them for in this context.
It was for me.
Well, it looks like you've made a pretty alright recovery.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can't walk the same that I used to, but I don't mind the crutch. I've kind of gotten used to it. It's cool because I can block arrows with it.
Yeah, that's definitely a bonus. It's definitely a shock. Not necessarily losing a part of yourself, but losing the movement you once had in it. My tail.
Yeah, it was
kind of
an adjustment.
Yeah, it
It
takes a while. Yeah, I got injured in the war.
What happened?
The drowned.
I'm sorry.
Happened. It's fine, but I can relate to kind of having to relearn that movement, and
yeah,
it's good to see that you're making a recovery.
Thank you.
You're a good kid, Athena. That's you want to help
Thanks,
people.
Ulysses.
Yeah. Yeah,
well, that's all I really
there
needed to
anything else?
ask you.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna.
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah,
if,
I was
if
just.
you don't need anything else.
I don't think so. It was nice talking to you though about medical things.
You
I guess
too.
and it's nice being here and getting to just be a doctor, I suppose. You know, sometimes the
and
medical.
it's really helpful having one.
Yeah, sometimes the medical issues you guys seem to have aren't entirely medical, but it's nice to help when I can.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. But yes, I won't keep you from your project any longer.
Yeah,
I hope you get out of the hypothesis stage soon. I'll see you later.
Yeah, hopefully. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah, I really hope we can get out of the hypothesis stage soon. Okay, that was close. I am being too risky with all of this, with sneaking around and letting things slip, and everything comes back to Lenarius. Every single time. And God, I really want to show that God a piece of my mind. Maybe someday I'll get the chance to. If I could release Tuscles or Oscar or Athena from his rotting little clutches, I would do it so quickly. Every place I turn, he has made everyone's life worse. Jamie won't miss the books. I'll return them when I'm done. It's complicated. But, like Athena said, I'm doing this to help people. And sometimes doing bad things to help people is okay. I'm not doing this for war anymore. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I just want to help.